Hey guys, Philosopher here, and today I'm talking about whether or not Omega Red is worth using in raids. So, ever since he's been released, I've been getting this question from folks, and people have been asking me, well, look, can't you just... I know that Astonishing X-Men are very good. The Astonishing X-Men are very good in the mutant section of the Doom raid. Could you just take out Kitty Pryde and toss in Omega Red and have a better team? And that's really important for players right now who are deciding whether to put their blue ISO on particular characters. In other words, they would much rather just save their blue ISO, not put it on Kitty Pryde, and put their blue ISO on Omega Red instead, especially since he's this new hot legendary character and he leads a top war team and so on. So what I've done, this is actually a challenging thing to test. I've been testing this actually for a number of days, and I'm going to show you what I've been testing and why, how this works, and what I have to do. And the reason that, by the way, this is a challenging thing to test is because what makes Kitty Pryde useful on the X-Men team are things that are not active abilities that she have. It's not like she's just got this massive damage and you can see, oh, we're missing the damage, or she doesn't stun or whatever. It's actually the what she does that sort of you can't see easily. So, for example, she is healing X-Men whenever an enemy misses or one of the X-Men dodges. And then in addition, on her turn, she's applying defense up to the two most injured X-Men, which this reduces incoming damage by 50%. So greatly improves survivability for them. And then on enemy turn, she applies evade to the most injured X-Men. So that is very helpful. That is really good at keeping the team alive. So the question is essentially, how does the team do? And what I'm going to do is show you what I've been doing. I'm going to give you a sense of the testing. We can't go through tons of it today, but I'm going to go through in this video a couple of attempts so you can see exactly what I did. So this is an attempt that I did. This is in difficulty 3. So this is Doom Raid 2. This is Doom 2.3, Doom 2 difficulty 3. So what I did, I took my usual X-Men setup. I take Kitty out. I put Omega Red in. Okay, so here you go. You're going to see how this goes. There we go. Put it in 3 times speed. And this is the first node. It's a pretty easy node. Sometimes I have a 7 red star bishop, so sometimes this bishop can one-shot your own bishop. But it's okay. So you see the first problem. So the first problem is, so Iceman dies because he's next to bishop. And that's usually how I have it set up. In fact, Iceman dying is good because, or not good, but Iceman getting low health is good because it gives speed bar and ability energy to beast. So that's generally a positive thing. However, and usually, by the way, he doesn't die on this initial salvo, but here he did. But look what happened. He did not res. Why didn't he res? Because there's not a full team. Okay, so he only reses if he has a full X-Men team. So we're already down a member. All right, that's not good. Notice we've got some low health here. I was looking. This is me trying to figure out, what happened? Why didn't Iceman res? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not using the full team. Okay. So the reason, by the way, I was aiming there is because you wanted to make sure that you killed Greg, Hellas Summon, for speed bar. So you see, every time Greg dies, everybody gets 250 speed bar. Okay, but look at this. Look at how badly my team is doing. Essentially, my run is basically over at this point. And there you go. Boom. Okay, so there's the run. The run is over without Kitty Pryde. And so what happened here was a couple things. So what I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a example so you could see how it works for my team with Kitty Pryde. So what was happening there is, people weren't getting, members of my team weren't getting defense up, so they were getting 50% additional damage. They weren't getting evade. Evade means they get 0 damage. That's really, really good in damage mitigation. So this wasn't there. And then in addition to that, and they weren't getting these heals, right, that were happening when an enemy was missing, right? And then in addition to that, Iceman only revives if there's 4 or more Axemen allies. So that's the issue there. All right, so let me give you a sense now of how the team does ordinarily. So I literally just, I quit. I did a forced quit. I'm taking Omega Red out, and I'm putting Kitty Pryde in. Obviously, she's way lower power. She's G14 instead of G15. And she's 5 red stars instead of 6. So definitely lower power than my Omega Red by a pretty considerable margin. So literally same node, same day. You know, the node is now reset. So it's the same sequence here. But you're seeing how differently it goes. So first of all, so here's that opening salvo. So this time Iceman lives. If he died, it would not be a problem because he would res, okay? But notice how she's got defense up. And there you go. So look at this. He gets defense up from her. He hasn't died yet. He gets defense up. And then look at this. Evade is going here. So Beast already has evade on him. That's going to save him 100% essentially from the next attack. Now here, that was actually a complete misplay. I was supposed to use the special because it can't miss even when he's blinded, and I just screwed up. But despite that misplay, we're fine. Now, in fact, since Bishop goes below 50%, that gives speed bar and ability energy to Beast. And there we go. And this becomes easy. So, okay, Iceman is dead, no problem. He's revived. He's got defense up. And we've got, we still have that evade on Beast, which is nice. We got defense up on the entire team at this point. And then this node becomes easy because what we can do is focus on just killing Greg all the time and getting speed bar from it. Look at all that speed bar. We get 250 speed bar, another 25% speed bar every time Greg dies. Pretty substantial. It's really easy mode, and you can see this node was an easy win once I had Kitty Pryde. So I think it's pretty, and this is not something that I'm just doing once. This is, I think, an example. I've done this quite a bit, and it gives you a sense of kind of how this plays out with Omega Red. Now, I have heard from some people that they like Omega Red on the mutant boss node. Personally, I don't, but that may be a difference. There may be, it may be valuable to have that ability block or something. But, overall, in my opinion, you're going to need to have Kitty Pryde. And particularly the people who are asking me this question aren't people who have enough blue ISO that they can gear up a character with blue ISO just for one node. The people who are asking me this question are struggling to get their entire one full team ISO'd up and gear it up so that they can just get through the section. And, for those people, you want to just go with the full Axemen team. All right, guys, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to this channel. If you got comments, questions, you can leave those below, or you can just go to my Discord. We have lots of great conversations there. That is linked below as well. You can also check out my Twitch stream. That is linked below too.